Oh yeah, here we go. 2014 or 2015, depending on how you want to look at it. Jeep Patriot through its serpentine belt whilst going along the freeway. All of a sudden, of course, you have no power steering, no electricity, no water being circulated. No, fuck all. Which is one of the disadvantages of a single serpentine belt. And the routing on this one is particularly a pain in the ass. However, let me see. Let me see if I can show you there. Come on, down. Go, go, go. Oh, hang on. Wrong button. Come on, there we go. Zzzt. That's the belt, or at least what's left of it. It's a bit broked. Don't think that one can be saved. I've got the new belt already, and yes, it's hanging here. I hang them up whilst I'm doing things so that they get to straighten out. These auto parts stores have a habit of jamming them into a small space. Don't know if I can show you here. I'm certainly going to try. Show you the alternator. There's the alternator. You may be able to tell that that pulley is somewhat crooked. So I've made a bit of a mess up there. The previous monkeys that had worked on this vehicle, I don't know. There is that shield that's, hang on, let me see if I can show you. That shield that's on the floor there. There are two holes that relate to holes on the inner wing here, where studs should be in, you know, these plastic pieces of crap. They weren't on both sides. There was only 3 bolts holding that plate on, which was wrong. You can see, maybe you can, let me see if I can zoom in on it for you. No, not move up and down, zoom, dum-dum. Zip. See that dark piece? That's where the belt hit it, because it was tucked up inside when it should have been on the outside. And as you can see, there's oil stains. Also, something else I discovered with this particular vehicle. If I can show ya. Hang on. Sorry, the camera is not the easiest one to operate, and I'm stupid. Yeah, look at this. What a wonderful repair, huh? This was bought from a used car dealership. I would imagine they found a leak, and they slapped goo in there. They're too fucking lazy to take the pan off, put a new gasket on, and replace the fluid. This is the transmission here. So that's a job that will be coming my way later, I am sure. Also, the rotors and pads are completely shot. Again, let's see if I can show you. I don't know if I can. Can you, hang on, I'm just trying to figure out where it is. Oh, there it is, okay. And if you look in there, you can see the pad is just about to touch the rotor. And if you look here, you can see that the rotor is worn away. Sorry, you're not even seeing it, are you? There, you can see the rotor is worn away. Look at that ridge there and here. So I have spoken to the customer and said, look, I could just replace your serpentine belt, but that's not your issue. It's the alternator. And I said, and also your pads and rotors are fucked. Oh, and by the way, your battery is no good as well. So, it's rather a large bill he's going to have to pay. I'm not going to say how much, because that's not right. But it's going to be here for a few days. I'm going to have to go and get all the parts. And then we'll go through each job. I mean, we do the pads and rotors and put that on the video as well. So this video will be in many, many, many parts. You have to repack all the bearings as well at the same time, because to get the rotor off, if I am correct, and I think I am... Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. Don't know. I was going to say you put the rotor on with the bearing nut there, but it might. Maybe not. Oh, we'll find out when we get to it, won't we, children? Anyway, so that's what we got to do. Unfortunately, this guy, like most of us, he's not flush with money, so I did have to call him and say, hey, it's going to be a lot worse than you expected. And he has said, okay, go ahead. I thoroughly detest calling up customers and saying, hey, you brought it in for this, but guess what? You need this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I feel like I'm a dealership then, trying to upsell, but I don't do that. Fortunately, my customers trust me not to do that, and I won't do things that is not needed. Also, sometimes they come here with a diagnosis from somewhere else, and I prove it to be totally wrong and save them money. All right, let's get on and get the alternator out. But in order to get the alternator out, you have to remove the AC compressor. Now, you don't have to disconnect it, but you do have to remove the AC compressor and the AC compressor bracket. That has to come off as well. I've already taken the pulley off. That's just up here. See where that hole is there. And if you like, excuse me, that's the pulley. I've given it a bit of a clean up. The bearing seems to be okay, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going to give it a good flush out to make sure that any grit and crap that was in there is not in there anymore. And perhaps I'll oil the bearing as well, just for shits and giggles. Right, let's get on, get it done. Okay, I know we're not very far into this work. This is probably going to be, I would estimate, a 2 or 3 part video. So you're just going to have to follow along or ignore it. That's your choice. I've just put a new battery in here. I do have my battery saver connected to the OBD connection so that they don't lose their radio, etc. Shit. The only thing I want to say about the battery is down there. Oh shit, hang on. Sorry, I upset the gimbal. It gets upset with me a lot. Let me see if I can show you. Zip. Yeah, down there. That nut is the 13mm, so that you can get the battery out. It unfortunately has this stupid fucking blanket on it. Is it needed in Arizona? Probably not. The 2 connections were in pretty poor shape, so I've cleaned them up a bit. I'm going to clean them up before I put them back on. Yes, I have left the protective cap on the battery so that I shouldn't make the mistake of going zzz and connecting shit. Now that means I can remove all the connections on the alternator. It's not going to happen today, but that you don't care. That will be in the next video. This is part 1, which is kind of a telling you what I'm going to do, show you what I'm going to do, and hopefully it works. Yes, it's a Duralast battery. I think they're good. Sorry. I'm not an AutoZone employee. I don't get paid by them. I just think they're good batteries. And the warranty is good. Over there, I might have to take out that coolant reservoir bottle? I'm hoping not. We will see. I think I'm going to end this one here purely because it's going to be a bit of a teaser for you guys. And hopefully you'll follow along. Please click the like, subscribe, comments. Okay, this is the shit we got to do. This is the rotors, obviously, in the brake pads. The alternator. I'll insert a picture here of the original one. The original one wasn't black, so maybe this one will go faster. And the timing, not timing, you idiot. The serpentine belt kit, tensioner, pulleys, etc. Oh boy, let's have a look inside. Well, this is the kit. Obviously belt, tensioner, a couple of idler pulleys, some instructions, how novel, and most helpfully a belt routing diagram. Wow, this is going to be fun putting this shit together. Right, I'm now going to take the belt out and hang it up. I hang the belts up, you do what you like. This way, overnight, it'll... God, that looks awfully long. Oh, shit. Hope it's the right belt. Oh, well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Tomorrow. Ha, ha, ha. All right, the alternator was a pig to get out. Let me take you underneath the car now, or the truck, whatever you want to call it, the SUV, and show you what I've had to do to get... Okay. As you can see, the AC compressor is hanging. Do remember to disconnect the wire from it, otherwise you will probably break it. In order to get the alternator out, you have to unbolt the AC compressor and unbolt the AC compressor bracket. See if I can show you that, because it's over here, not going the wrong way. That bracket there, that has to come out as well, in order to give you enough room to drop that bloody awful alternator location, then once you've taken the bracket off, which is bolted up here, you've taken the compressor off, obviously, and that's just hanging. And it's okay, just, you know, be careful. Don't go tugging on this. The alternator came out over here with great difficulty. Now, you may wish to remove the alternator bracket. Sorry. That beastie up there. That might make life easier getting the alternator out. But that's an extra, what, 1, 2, 3 bolts probably to get that out. I'm not sure. And also there is this wheel arch cover here that you may want to take out. I haven't. I may well take that out in order to give me a better angle here to get the alternator back in. It's a bit of a pig. It's one of those awful jobs that looks easy but isn't always. But I got a feeling that with that wheel arch cover out the way, it's going to make life a lot easier for me. Right, this is going to be the end of part 1. I mean, if you want to ask questions, please feel free to do so in the comments. I am not a Jeep expert, but, you know, I know a shitload about cars. I also a shitload I don't know. Yeah, and looks like he's got a leaking drain plug. Probably because he didn't bother replacing the washer when it needed it. And or also it could be that the gasket is leaking. That's up to him when he wants to do that. I don't think that boot is leaking. At some point someone has welded in a new catalytic converter, or as someone once said to me, a Cadillac converter. Convert your car into a Cadillac. Don't think I want that. Oh look, just discovered something else. Let me see if I can show you. I showed you previously. Look, another fucking bodge. What is it with these fucking cowboys? Drop the pan, put a new fucking gasket on it and refill the system. Christ almighty. This is the type of work that gets mechanics a bad name. You get these fucking cowboys and these rip-off second-hand car dealers who can't do a job properly. Disgusting. Sorry. Rant. And I know I mentioned it before, and I just want to show you quickly now. On the other side, look there, that lovely lip. And that nice big scratch. And yes, he buggered. Ah, dear. Okay, I'm beat. I'm done for the day. I will attack this again tomorrow. So it's your turn now to get out in that garage and go do some shit. But if you're doing the same job as me on this and you need my help, in other words, I tell you what I did, you're going to have to wait maybe a day or two. Sorry. Now, as I previously said, get out in the garage, go do some shit. Get the old one out.